Welcome to Evilive, your one-stop location online for the most Tolkien of recipes, which answers the question, is the way to a man's stomach through the devil's food? Subscribe if you're new to the channel because today we are making the recipe Turin Turambar Tarragon chicken from Recipes from the World of Tolkien by Robert Tousley Anderson. I was honestly worried this wasn't going to taste as good as I hoped, and I was pleasantly surprised that it tasted better. The recipe says it's for 4 people, but it made so much more that it could have served 6, with some able to get seconds. I began by collecting my ingredients, about 3 cups of mostaccioli pasta, in the US it's called penelish, salt for the pasta water, 1/4 cup olive oil, in the future I will use avocado oil, 1 pound skinless chicken breast cut into thin strips. I used a bit more pasta and chicken as I had 5 mouths to feed, 3 medium zucchini, thinly sliced, 1 large onion, thinly sliced, 2 teaspoons crushed garlic, 1/4 cup pine nuts, finely grated zest and juice of 2 lemons, 1/2 cup chopped tarragon, 7 ounces creme fraiche, I used sour cream as we couldn't find any creme fraiche, and grated Parmesan cheese. I started with the pasta, heating up the heavily salted water. I normally add olive oil, but I thought I should stick to the recipe as much as possible, and turned my attention to prepping the ingredients so I could just throw them into the cast iron skillet when ready. I began by crushing the garlic and setting it aside. I wanted to use 1 cutting board, so I started with all of the vegetables and herbs before the chicken. Next, I chopped the onion into as thin strips as I could while my eyes were attacked by the onion, blinding me. Then, I chopped the 3 zucchinis as thinly as my untrained hand could. I was really worried at this point as there were a lot more vegetables than protein or pasta. Then, I chopped the tarragon and set it aside. Finally, I was ready for the chicken and cut it into thin strips. I returned to my skillet and poured the olive oil into the warmed pan and added the chicken, lightly browning it for 4 minutes. Then I added the zucchini and onions, cooking them for another 5 minutes. It ended up adding a lot more liquid to the pan, so we had to work at constantly turning the veggies and chicken. Next, I added the pine nuts and garlic, then continued stirring and mixing it all together for a couple minutes before adding the lemon juice and zest. This was rough for me. I think I need to roll or squish the lemons first so that they can be juiced easier. I did not do that. Next, I added the sour cream and tarragon, folding it all together into the mix. Again, there was excess liquid, so after having drained and rinsed the pasta, I waited a few minutes to evaporate the liquid. Lastly, I added the pasta and folded it all together again. We paired it with a nice rustic salad, and everyone, even my picky eaters, went back for seconds and thirds. There were no leftovers at all, which I was actually looking forward to. I give this a solid 5 out of 5 evil eyes, and I will definitely be making this delicious recipe again. Thank you for tuning in. As always, like it or not, evil spelled backwards is live, so get out there and be evil.